On this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to fix a damaged plank on your flooring, so stay tuned. Welcome to Fix This House. If you're new to the channel, please consider pressing the subscribe and notification bell so you can always be in tune on DIYs, how-to videos, and product reviews that I do within this channel. As you can see, this area on this vinyl plank flooring has taken a huge hit and a huge damage. You can see that this is about a 3-inch wide damage, so there's no way that we can patch this, but we have to replace this whole plank. This technique will work on laminate and engineered wood flooring as well. I don't guarantee that this will work for every type of floor. But just a word of caution, I don't know what warranty you have on your flooring, but most warranties, if you do customization or work on your floor, it will probably void it. So this is the risk that you might have to take when you're doing this project, so just take that into account. With that being said, let me show you how to lay this out so we can cut off for this area and try to replace this plank only. Let's go. Just to give you an example of what type of flooring that we're working here is, this is a click and lock, meaning that there is a locking system when you put these two together and just hammer this or use a mallet. And also, this is a tongue and groove, meaning that on the tongue you can place it right underneath the groove and it will snap together like that. This is also a floating floor, meaning that it's not glued to the floor or nailed to the floor. It is floating on top of your subfloor. So this part is not necessary. I just want to indicate which plank we are going to be isolating. This will help us determine which one to work on. Use the straight edge, and I'm going to be using a visible Sharpie for you friends. This doesn't have to be perfect. You can just draw a line straight in the middle of this plank. You're going to draw like a Y. You're going to have two angles, 45-degree angles going from each edge, like so. Notice right there in the edge, I didn't mark all the way to the edge of that, just so that we don't mark or write onto the other flooring around this damaged area. Same thing on this side. We didn't go all the way to the edge. When you're using the oscillating tool at the edge, be very careful. Stay away about a 1/4 inch and then make your cut from there. And then once you make your initial cut, go start moving along the edges little by little. You don't want to start at the edge right away because this thing will move and it will slide. And if it runs, you will risking damaging the rest surrounding areas. This tool right here, I'll leave on the description down below. Get one for yourself. This will save your hands and a lot of time. So it looks like it bent right here, about a 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch away from the actual click and lock. So I'm just gonna use my utility knife and slice the surface. Carefully tap that out and take out that extra piece right there. Now that we got everything nice and cut, this should be the easiest part because all we have to do is lift this out right here. That should pop off like that. Pretty much right when you get those triangles off on each edge, the rest will just pop out like that. Easy. There you have it. You have an open area. Now let's get a new plank. Here is our replacement piece. Pretty much it's just a regular plank. Look in here, on the left side, this is where the longer tongue is. This is shorter tongue. I'm gonna save the longer tongue and I'm gonna shave off this shorter side. Using my cut piece right here as my backing, we're just gonna follow this. Be careful, don't go too crazy, take your time. You might want to practice on a scrap piece first before trying it on the initial, but you just want to graze this area right here and cut off on the 45°. So notice how it's just cutting this on a 45, and it's okay if it cuts off like that. You want to do it by sections. And if you don't want to try to do it all at once, especially if you're not familiar, just take your time and go on the 45. Just like so. The most important thing here is you don't want to go over and chip off the edge right here. This is what you want to preserve. If you have areas that you missed like here, I'm going to show you how to relieve that in a bit. There you go. We got these little strips out of there. Now we're gonna do some fine tuning. Flip this over, and then you're just gonna shave off the excess right here. Here's another example right here. It's a little bit raised. Take your utility knife and just fillet that area. So once you flip this over, you see that there's no more lip. See, that is nice and clean and flush. If you see any gray sticking out, flip this over again and then fillet that area and smooth it out. So before I actually try to test fit this piece on, I want to show you the situation that your open area needs to be. See this right here? This can have a lip on the edge. It's fine if it's a little bit damaged. This flooring is gonna go on top of it anyways. This right here, it still has a little bit of lip. The other side has a wider lip. Okay, and then if you go all the way to the edge right here, this one has no lip. We're gonna do the same thing like we did before. We're gonna fillet it, make it a 45 cut. Like so. See that? Just takes a little bit of finesse. And there you go. That tongue is gone. There's a little piece that it's getting on the way. So we might have to chip off a little bit on this edge right here. So let's do that right now. Let's chip out a little bit. There we go. See if that will fit. Boom. You can flip this over, and again you can fillet it on that side. Same thing here. Fillet it on the edge. Nice and clean. Another important thing is make sure you clean up all this chips out of here. No interference, so that when we lay this new floor, there's no bumps. I like to use this floor suction tool and a mallet. Again, I'll leave all the materials, including this one, on the link down below. I made a video on how to fix gaps using this. Check out that video on the right side. We're gonna use the suction cup, put it on a new piece. And doing this will allow us to move this new piece now underneath it. We're just gonna test fit it for now. It fits real nice. Go zoom in here. Fits perfect on that side, and it fits perfect on there. So the glue that I like to use is this 2P10. It has to be the thick version because it's a lot better. There's a thin and a medium kind. The thick allows it to pretty much have a lot more volume to compress the tongue and grooves and the areas. So use this. I'll leave this in the description down below as well. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this up. And we are gonna apply the glue around here, this tongue, and this tongue as well here. and a little bit around here. Once we get that glue on there, then we're gonna place this and lock it in. You got about a minute or two for this glue to set, but you're gonna go and just tuck this in like so, and we're gonna tap it in with our mallet. Boom, 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 and we should be done. Okay. So be very, very careful when you're applying the glue. Once you get that glue in, carefully just slide it in, put it down, take your mallet, tap along the edge. Now what I suggest, if you have weights like this, place it on top, just so that you have weight to make the glue settle and dry. Once that glue dries, and just take it out, and you should be having a nice replaced floor. See how nice and flush that is? Ooh, perfect. Edges are nice, clean, no more damaged floor. So friends, I hope you found value to this. You can do it, just take your time, use the necessary tools that you need. But again, the oscillating tool is the perfect tool to removing the old flooring the fastest way. Use the suction cup, use this 2P10 glue, and you should be fine. Just follow the steps that I showed you on this video, make those proper cutouts, and hopefully you found value and found this easy to follow. If you did, please hit that big thumbs up for just to support the channel altogether, and please press the subscribe and notification bell. I have more flooring videos for you friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time.